Hello everybody and welcome to Worldsend by Osdeath, or sent in by Osdeath on my Discord. This is a community fortress, and we're taking a look at a save that was sent in to me by the user Osdeath. Hello everybody and welcome to another community fortress. This one was sent in by Osdeath on my Discord. This fortress goes by the name of the Fortress of Worldsend, which is a bit of an ominous name, but I quite like it. It's kind of at the world's end over here. It is a member of the closed wall of the Hairy Guild. If you would like to send a save for me to have a look at on this series, just simply jump into my Discord. There is a link down in the description of this video. In that Discord, there's a room called the DF Save Sharing Room. Please just simply upload your particular fortress of choice to that Discord via a zip folder. You can either go directly or via a Google Drive or something of the like if you don't happen to have enough space. And just attach a couple of screenshots, a little pitch of why I should have a peek at it. And if you want, you can also just simply ask me to take a look at it directly, which will be much more likely that I will. Some people just like to plop them on there for other people to peek at. Don't necessarily want to have them in a video. But let's dive into the fortress right off the bat. We can see that we have a whole lot of wind power. A lot of wind power. Now, I gotta say that I'm not sure where these are connected. They're mostly kind of connected internally to each other, and then they go down through these vertical axles down into this. Normally, I would say that this is a bit of a safety liability, and I would suggest putting walls around the entirety of the thing. But at the same time, it is just kind of going into here and then straight into here, and stuff just seems to be invited to walk straight in anyway. So there's nowhere it can go from down here, and there's nothing real. And then if it's just gonna walk straight in, you're just gonna hit the traps anyway. So this area feels like there should be something in here, but there really isn't. If we look over at the nobles thing, we can see that we do have the monarch. We are in fact the capital, not a mountain home yet, but we are the capital. We do have a duchy, a barony, and a mayor, and a champion, and we are going to move down through this ever so slightly. We're going to take a look at this lava pump stack here, because I'm kind of curious as to what it's trying to do. I think they're trying to melt snow, which they did successfully, and the other thing that I think they're trying to do is I think they're trying to melt this river. Which it isn't successfully. So if this wider layer down here was this upper layer, I'm pretty sure it would have melted it. They will melt one layer above, but it doesn't, what's the word, melt the layer that it's actively on. Also, these bodies need to be cleaned up at some point. Damn, that's quite the remnants of a battle, if I do say so myself. At least get them into a refuse stockpile, geez. As we go down through this kind of lovely, polished stairwell, we're eventually going to start seeing 40 things in a little bit. Here we go. We can see we have this little aquifer that's being harvested from the looks of things, which is flowing down into this little riverway down here, which appears to be doing some more flowing. And then we can see the entryway to the fortress via the stairs. So let's just move a couple more layers down and have a peek at this capital of Worldsend. So here we have a farming area. Somebody just finished an artifact. We have this farming area with various different, I'm assuming, plum helmets and leaving follow for most of them. Yeah, some quarry bushes and some other things. No pigtails from the quick click-through. We do have a small guild hall here at the entryway. We also, yes, a guild hall at the entryway. We have two barracks as well as a seed stockpile in the middle and a bunch of bedrooms with very nice little windows. And then we have this underground road. I've actually seen, so I've talked about this a couple times on my videos, saying that the actual generated roads, which I don't think this is one of them, but the actual generated roads, people have been reporting that things are coming and going, which I think is really cool, specifically trade caravans, which is awesome in my opinion. Up here, we can see that we have some prisons set up, as well as space for the dungeon master. And then over here, we have more bedrooms. Then more bedrooms. And then if we move back up a little ways, because we obviously missed a bunch of stuff, we have a pretty well-appointed barracks, as well as even more bedrooms and some offices. Can you tell that I really, really like cavern forts? I really like cavern forts. Over here, we have this beautiful little library and some more dungeons, some storage over here, and then even more crafting storage, and then even more crafting storage. And then if we move up just a little bit more, we can see we have a dining hall here, which is very full of visitors and seems to be quite happy. That, or they're all just citizens. What am I to judge? We've got a dwarf here with meals in their bedroom. If they had a chest, I don't think that those would be out and rotting. We have some cabinets that are being placed in. Yeah, if they had chests, then none of these crafts would also be lying around. Although if we zoom down to these lower layers, these bedrooms on, yeah, down here. Yeah, see, they actually have chests, so their items are getting put into the chests instead of, like, just being left around. Down here we have a very, very, very large library, which is very pretty looking. I quite approve. And we have what looks to be just a normal statue area, dining garden thing. We got some furnaces over here, many different furnaces, although they're all wood-powered, which I think is questionable, considering you clearly have some excellent lava source. Then we have floodgates, which go down into the caverns. Keep them in mind with floodgates, it's a little dangerous. Trolls can topple them. So if there are trolls in the caverns, they can knock them over. Same with certain were creatures, or not were creatures, forgotten beasts. And demons and the like. Anyway, so as we move down a little ways, we can see that the fortress just kind of continues downwards through this kind of nice stairwell. You don't need to have like the full cross setup, but like if your goal here is to block visual awareness of each other in the stairs, this is not a bad thing to do. Holy crap, that is a lot of spider webs. Open entrance into the caverns, that's a little dangerous for cavern creatures, but you know what, I respect it. As we move down, you can see the pump stack up here in the top right, and we continue to move down. Damn, that's a deep cavern. It's a cool one there. And then we have this lovely little multi-stacked permanent bedrooms for those who no longer wake, and some nice tombs down in the depths. I respect it. And is this a garbage dump? All right, so if you're supposed to be throwing these into the lava, that's not going to work. This needs to go to the left over top of the lava, but I would throw the garbage from up here approximately because heavier items could cause splashing, which could kill your dwarves if that is the goal for that. And then over here is the pump stack, once again open to the lava because living life dangerously and YOLO, I suppose. And that is as deep as we go. So if we jump back into the fortress itself up here, I just kind of want to point out a few key things. They've got traps everywhere, these weapon traps. All of these weapon traps are full of serrated iron discs. I haven't looked at all of them, so maybe some of them have different materials, but it's mostly just serrated iron discs. Very, very, very effective. They can jam once they've been used a couple of times, but the higher quality the mechanism, the less likely that is to happen. Same with down here. More large serrated iron discs. They can have a maximum of 10. Oh, down here, some of these have bronze. They can have a maximum of 10, but the more discs you have, the more chances they have to do damage, or the more damage they can do overall. So just pack them full with as much as possible. Very open designs. I really like these kinds of open designs. It's certainly asking for trouble, and trouble is some of the most fun that you can have in caves. I think that one of the most important things with Dwarf Fortress is making sure that you leave holes in your fortress so that things stay exciting and stay entertaining and stay fun and not get stale and boring over time. I really like this. I've never built a fortress like this. Generally, the way I build cavern fortresses is I go inside of the rock and we just live in there. But I really like this idea of, yo, let's build little walkways and roads in the actual cavern moss itself. It's like, instead of making like an indoor compound, you're making like an outdoor like terrarium of caverns. This is really cool. I'm actually kind of in awe of this fortress. Then down here we have wells, and it looks like from up above that there's like, did you guys know that the well sprite disappears when you move up? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Seems kind of like a visual bug. But yeah, everything about this fortress is just screaming to get completely wrecked by a forgotten beast with, you know, wings, gas or something, but it hasn't been. And, you know, perhaps they've turned down the difficulty so there's no beasts coming, but regardless, this is just a really cool fort. That is a lot of livestock, holy crap. I really hope you're at the very least making cheese out of this. Damn, that is a lot of livestock. Wow. Man, that would just be a pile of bodies in any of my forts with the last few worlds I've been playing in because of the number of forgotten beasts. Just damn. Damn! Cool, though. I like it. But yeah, this is World End. At World's End. Oram Lurshon, I think is how you say that. Thank you very much, Osdeath, for sending in this fortress. If you would like to send in a fortress, once again, the instructions are kind of at the beginning. Just simply jump into my Discord. If you would like to fund these videos directly, you can do that via Patreon or joining the YouTube members. And if you want to see it in 3D, just simply wait until the end of the credits. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.